welcome back to the third quarter of the Bobby Dupre Show. We play it in quarters, just like the football games we're watching these days, and we are over the halfway mark, so we've got to start kind of speeding it up just a little bit.
Your back's a little banged up, and I'm going to come in like that little young quarterback for LSU on Friday, and I'm going to throw that touchdown like, you saw that little freshman for LSU comes in?
Yeah.
Cold, man, come in cold. Throw a 40-something yard pass to another freshman.
And you know what would have happened? We'd have got defeated if that accident hadn't taken place.
It puts that other team where they don't know what to expect. You know, you come out with that new guy who know. You know, everybody said they should have put this young guy in earlier. I said, well, all he did was drive you 99.5 yards for a touchdown. I mean, how much better does he have to be? I guess a half yard more would have been better, but I mean, it's impressive. The best part is this. You quit worrying about this past year and all the screw-ups. Now you look at the little future and you say, oh, look what we're going to do next year. Yeah. That's what football's all about, right? What we're going to do next year.
And that's what they're using right now to recruit, because those 3 defeats that's hurting the recruit.
It hurts you.
Oh, and Alabama is just...
Raking them in.
He's raking them in.
North Louisiana. Neville is where he signed the latest kid. They call him Hootie, the latest kid.
One of the #1 draft choice in America.
And we got a lot. There's a lot in Louisiana, you know, that are nationally rated. So we still got to get our share. You're not gonna get them all. Get your share. But if you don't get your share, then they're gonna start making noise. Time to run him off. Okay, if you want to win some tickets to go see the Noël Acadien au Village, which is, man, that sounded almost like it was French. If you want to go see Christmas at Acadian Village, you can text the word Noel to the number 64636. That's the word Noel. Text it, N-O-E-L, to 64636. You'll get a family 4-pack of tickets. Do it now, and you can go, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Friday night, also, the Delta Grand, they're going to have John Angotti, who's a great Christian singer. I've heard him play at different venues here around. $15 in advance, $20 at the door. Friday, December the 6th. Go hear him. He's very good keyboard and singer.
You know, one of those calls that just came in a while ago, c'était mon ami Denis. Je l'ai fait encontrer à la masse à Natchez. Il est venu à la maison avec sa madame, et ils ont à manger et avaient des bons communautés café. Et ça aime le café et ça aime le communauté intense. On dit, sont ici pour 3 semaines et la vacation. Et ils ont enjoy ça. Et Noël Bunol, lui et Denis peut parler avec un de les autres. Et nous autres, on a fait connexion avec les autres. Denis va faire un autre attempt pour parler avec toi une autre fois. On peut programme le programme à cette heure-là. Good morning, comment ça va?
Hope they're watching our show. That's what the man said, right?
Yep.
How you like that? Man, my French is not too bad. I can keep up with all that. But your French is slow. It's not like my daddy's French. I mean, it's fast, fast, fast. So he went to school, and he said, you know, told me he couldn't speak French anymore. He had to go home and learn English. So he told his mama when he got home, he said, you know, I'm going to need your help. But he says, you're not going to be able to help me because you don't speak English. She says, who says I don't speak English? He come back from school and found out mama spoke English. Didn't even know. All right, we got some photos of Natchez we can show.
Denise,
that's what you want to talk about?
Yeah, we want to talk a little bit about Natchez.
Let's go.
I had the opportunity to be invited. I kind of invited myself through the back door, through the cousin, Joe Fred.
Dans la porte en arrière.
Dans la porte en arrière. And his cousin, Regina, and her
Charles
husband, Doug,
look how beautiful the house is, huh?
They own Live Oak Bed and Breakfast. It's a beautiful, beautiful home. Across the street is the large Dunlap.
Dunlap's biggest one, I guess, in Natchez, huh?
But to be honest with you, the Live Oak...
Twin Oaks.
Twin Oaks, right. I'm sorry, Twin Oaks has more of a family type.
Right.
It's large in its own self, but it's more of a family type. And she holds receptions there, weddings, and the receptions there. Mick Jagger was in Natchez.
While you were there, I saw that. I was wondering if you had got together. I saw that on the newspaper.
We didn't get together, but he had dinner there a couple of different nights, private, just he and his group, and they couldn't make any type of announcement that he was coming. It was
too many fans will show up.
Now you say, well, why did he choose
Twin Oaks?
Twin Oaks. I'll tell you why. She had a place, a restaurant.
In California, right?
In Hollywood.
In Hollywood, right.
In Hollywood. And she has on the wall, her wall of fame, all these actors and actresses from the good ones.
Right.
So she's well known, and of course, her cookbooks just speak for the family and her abilities, and that goes back to her daddy, J.P. Trosclair, who was raised right here in Opelousas, and
he was a big cook as well.
Oh yeah, he was a good cook, very good cook, and he had a restaurant. Yeah,
but she's a chef.
She's a chef. Writes the books. And they use her in all the advertisements of the boats, the paddle wheel boats that are now getting to be very popular up and down the Mississippi River. Starts in New Orleans and goes up to the end, I think, around Wisconsin.
Mississippi Queen.
Yep.
Delta Queen.
Hers is the American Queen, I think it is. And she is listed as the chef in the advertisements. That's how powerful she is. She makes, I guess,
she's
some
a draw herself.
Yeah, in herself, and worked better than 3 days preparing. There were over 130 of us there, and that's what she had invited, and everybody shows up. And then there was some like me that got invited at the last minute.
How big was you ticketed in?
Luckily, I had brought a bottle of nice wine. I had stopped, by the way, Maddie's truck stop in Simsport. You know, I'm always bragging.
Big wine selection
there.
there?
And bought a
good bottle.
Well, a bottle that you're not going to find just anywhere. Good morning to you, Tommy. He gave me a biscuit with some
some jelly.
No, I'll get in sausage.
Now we got it.
Sausage patty.
Sure.
And a cup of coffee. And he gave it to me for, that was Thanksgiving morning. What a man.
Cheapest advertising around.
That's right. Good morning, Tommy. And of course, right now, he's really excited about all that's happening over at the Simsport port. Port of Oils, and they are really making some progress, and it's because of dedication of others, not just Tommy, of course, but Tommy and the community are really backing that particular facility, and our friend from Canada, that Canadaville, donated all that property to the port. So that 900 acres is going to give them some good income over the years.
I see you saw some of the Godshaws while you're up in Natchez.
I sure did.
We always call him Little Joe, but Joe Godshaw.
Joe
on the left and on
Willie.
the right, Willie.
That's correct. And some of the little ones. And you say it was cold.
Ice on the trees.
Ice, and this is at noon.
On the palmettos.
Yep.
And everybody eating.
Everybody eating. Joe Fred. Oh yeah, we had a feast. I'll tell you, Laney.
Willie and Laney.
Yep. And one of the little ones. And these are leaves on the ground. Beautiful tree. I don't know what kind of tree it is, but it's a yellow leaf, and it just makes a beautiful
all the kids
landscape. The kids are having fun, and this is the next day. We went over to Biscuits and Blues, and we went upstairs, and Peter had lunch for us, and all that group was invited again. I don't know how many showed up, but quite a number of them showed up, and
coming and going in the house.
It's the second story, and it's way up there. I'm just showing you this is Lisa, and that's his wife, Peter's wife.
And that's Laney on the right. And then we've got
David Bryson
from over on the Crotch Springs, Fort Barry area.
And
married to Nina Godshaw.
Right.
And there's Willie again. And the guys, Mr. Trosclair, they're eating. Look, Bobby Duper running up and down the stairs.
Yep,
man.
yeah, I'm running.
And there's Peter's Place, Biscuits and Blues.
Biscuits and Blues. When you're downtown, when you go to Natchez, please give them a try. That's it is popular. You're not going to be disappointed.
Dan, this is your cottage?
That's my little home, little cottage, like my late friend Jack Eganaga would say, my cottage. And Miss Vicky is
having a little red wine and
relaxing on the phone. Caught her by surprise.
So y'all put lights up at the little house too?
That's the little house, and we decorated it.
You went to Mass, I see?
Mass at 8 o'clock in the morning, Father Fallon. And you said you had met him. He spent 8 years at Bro Bridge. So to all of you, he asked me to, when he found out I had this TV program, he asked me to be sure to tell all of his friends in Acadiana, and particularly in the Bro Bridge area, where he was well known.
And I don't know if I met him there or met him up around Natchez. I mean, I've gone Mass in both, but I mean, I recognized him right away when you said his name.
And that's the church, and they're doing some renovation to it. That's the sign acknowledging it.
And look Santa on his bike.
That's that picture we took many years ago, and a little train. And Vicky did a nice job of decorating.
Sunset there and across from the house, and we've also got. Santa Claus. This is some pictures from the breakfast this morning. Some of the LAC group ladies, including Miss Paula Mills.
Yep.
And of course, we've got Annette Briscoe and Patsy Fry with Billy's Boudin Crackers.
New workers.
They've always provided Boudin Crackers for the event, but decided to come out and help at both the party for the kids and for the event. I want to thank them so much. And you with some of the kids that were there. There's Keith Myers with LAC Group.
We mentioned we had taken a picture.
Miss Lynn Morrow, who's the director over at the Cerebral Palsy Clinic. We've got the district attorney here, Earl Taylor. Some of the ladies from OPAC that are over there. We got Miss Belinda there on the right. And we've got
Miss Kelly.
Miss Kelly on the left, and we've got David Link,
that boss,
CEO.
That boss, and
that's right.
That's right. Our boss now.
That's right. How about Gordon Ryder, who's retired with the phone company, works around Queen of Angels right now.
Oh, he takes orders from the Monsignor. He says that there's no hours to that job.
That's right. When Monsignor calls, you got to jump.
Go get it.
Gordon's also a great blacksmith. You have to have blacksmith work done. Not a farrier. He's a blacksmith. There's a difference. And we've got some of the guys here. I see Mr. Stute there, Glenn Stute on the right, my distant cousin, and Mr. Mark there with Opelous General Hospital here as well.
Yep.
And we've got Randy Wagley, I see here, the boys from Community Coffee. And these aren't my pictures. I'll have my good, high-quality pictures next week. But we got all these great pictures that Miss Vicky took. Mary Fitzgerald
with a cell phone.
Rita, yeah, we just kind of made these work with a cell phone. Dirk Boudreau with the Kiwanis. Keith Hebert with everything. So active in the community.
I thank him every time I see him.
Drinking some community coffee. Look, brother Cody Dupre is there as well.
Yeah, my big brother showed up.
And we got Judge Ellis Daigle there in the middle, who helped get that class action suit, the excess money from the class action suit donated to the clinic, $70-something thousand by the time it was finished. And that is Santa's little helper there on the left, Andrew Guitro in a picture. That's rare. And there's Fuzzy Stanford in the middle, who's got a grandchild, baby Jack, who gets therapy. And there is Keith LeJack on the left. And another one of our little kids, I think that's Noah that's there, was so happy to see you.
Oh, Noah never took his eyes off of me.
And we got Don Stemmons and the whole group from Karen Crew that came together, and they all posed with you there.
All the way on the right is Mr. Gilbo. Good morning.
Good morning. And we got the big group here. We got Father Brady, some of the guys from the Sheriff's Department were there, Father Brady from St. Larry Catholic Church. That is Destin that's there in the wheelchair, one of the kids getting therapy. Barry Mitchell from Alexandria, Southern General Agency.
My partner.
For years and years and years. Good old friend. And some of the more kids running around.
His niece just, that last telephone was his niece, Andrea, said the event was beautiful this morning.
Excellent, excellent. And
she and her daddy, Stuart,
and we're going to have to take
have come the last 2 years.
That's correct, Barry's brother. We're going to have to take about a 1-minute break, and we're going to come back with more photos and more info for everybody.